what you're in a museum, so you are a container of history.
Exactly.
You have all of this stuff around, and all of this has meaning and purpose. And to you, you're super excited about all this stuff. I'm very sure. How do you approach sharing that excitement, getting other people excited, connecting it to a story? Kind of like, I guess, the way Dan Carlin does it, and gets me excited about history. How do you get other people excited?
Yeah. So while you're mentioning Dan Carlin, another one that comes to mind is actually Peter Jackson's movie.
They Shall Never Grow Old.
Yeah, they shall never grow old, which he literally went and colorized and added sound to these old black and white war films from World War I, and you get to actually like see these people, and so that kind of ties in.
Makes it feel alive at that
It makes it feel alive.
It's like, oh, it's black and white. That's old stuff. Yeah. That's way back when. But then when you see it and it looks,
now you're here.
Yeah,
you're experiencing it.
You can see it.
I kind of feel like that ties into the museum a little bit.
Okay.
In that my personal goal is to make history entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like something that you want to experience, something that you want to learn. So especially with the museum here, like we can have a whole bunch of artifacts and you come in and you glance through them real quick, and then that's the only time you ever see them, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But what are you taking away from that?
Mm-hmm.
So personally for myself, like one of my favorite artifacts that we have here is a music box from Geneva, Switzerland in the 1860s. And it's still playable to this day. And so actually, when I go take tours through our Hale House, where it's at, I play it for everyone. And so you get to hear the same music that someone in 1861 was listening when they received that music box. And so in that, you're not just looking at a music box and saying, oh, wow, that's cool. That's, almost 200 years old. It's, wow, that's cool. This sounds beautiful. This is like,
yeah,
I can understand why they would be interested in that. And so you're experiencing the history.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do like that. I do things like Civil War reenacting. And that's just like personal passion of mine.
I do want to talk about that. Yeah. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show.
But yeah, you get to see all these cool things. Like another exhibit that we have is a natural history exhibit. And one is fluorescent minerals. I don't know if you're familiar with what those are, but they glow under ultraviolet light.
Okay.
And so when we just turn the regular white light on, it's just, you're looking at rocks. But then when we add the UV lights to it, they start glowing in like purples and greens and oranges and reds. And that's one of the more interesting things I think we have for kids, is because they're like looking at this light show.
Yeah. They're like, whoa, cool.
Yeah. But so you're getting to experience nature and something that you might not others get to see. So for me, it's the content is important, but the experience is just as.
Yeah.